comedy, mushroom, cult, podcast. Oh my goodness. I'm sure everything looks so different to you now. It's a crazy world to be in, where we're at. So much different, so much going on. I look different compared to last week. I mean, you obviously noticed the haircut, but I don't even think you noticed that I had a new pair of glasses. How rude of all of you. I had to bring it up before any of you brought it up? That seems kind of rude. Does this cup fit in here? Not all the way. Interesting. You know, it's really hard to feel appreciated when I have to bring up the changes that I've made. No, I got a haircut last week, like literally maybe an hour after the episode. The girl knocked it out. Woman, I believe that she's of tax-paying age, so I didn't mean to downplay it. I'm not getting my hair cut by a child, as far as I know. I forget what her name is, but she did a great job. I look great, but no, I got a new pair of glasses, and you might be thinking to yourself, Ray, those look like just like the other glasses. And astute, if you're a viewer of the podcast, the very good observation there. If you're a listener in the podcast, you could probably just hear just the way you're like, God damn it, that would have been so cool if I just pulled out Daredevil's real name. I had to watch that fucking show, because the ex liked it. Fuck. I'll think of it at some point when it's not useful. But no, you'll hear that the sound waves come off a little bit different. It's the same set of glasses. It's the exact same pair of glasses. The problem is that I fell asleep with my other ones on. I took a nap, like, I don't know, a few months ago, and then, like, set them down next to me on the couch, and then, like, rolled over on them. That was a whole fucking ordeal. So I've been living afraid that my glasses are gonna fall apart, but no. Now I've got, like, a nice, non-wonky, tight pair of glasses. And it's the same pair of glasses, because they look good. They feel good. I'm at the age, too, like, I understand why old people, like, refuse to change their ways, right? Like, I'm not doing AI. AI is just gonna miss me. It seems kind of silly that anybody would pass on email or the internet as a whole, because everything's on the internet. And I mean, I'm sure AI is going to take over everything, and somebody's going to look at me in 40 years and be like, this motherfucker, he was still... How I look at people with the internet, where I was like, yeah, I don't care that you're 70 years old. You were 50 when the internet came out and was, like, useful. Like, you were still in the job force for, like, 10 years. You have to know how email works. That's going to be AI when I'm in whatever old folks home that the government can afford, since I'm not going to have children and save money for retirement. Like, in what world is that ever going to happen? But no, it also looks different. The walls look different. I think I pointed out last week, this guy fell down. And then this one fell down, and that's in like a legit frame. This was from the earthquake. Welcome to Earthquake. That's how if Earthquake the comedian ever got Will Smith to give him an intro at one of his shows, he'd say, "Welcome to Earthquake." That was the earthquake. This one, it was in a real frame, and it is no longer in a frame, because it fell off the wall. I was sitting here when it happened. It just plumb fell off the wall. I'm gonna sue 3M. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know how. I think that they were probably owned by one of those companies that make everything and own the entire country. But I think I'm going to start there's got to be a class action lawsuit against 3M, because just the way that they advertise their stuff, and I'm sure there's something in the fine print, like, because I've been using these 3M wall sticky bullshit things since I was in college, because you couldn't, like, nail stuff into the wall, because obviously They don't want holes in the walls everywhere. And then they just like made an industry where like it's yanked off the fucking paint. Like it's gonna pull off like a layer of fucking, especially in this fucking shithole. It's gonna pull off like a layer of fucking drywall when I try to pull them off. But fuck, you can't hold up a framed poster. I forget what day it was. It was like Friday or Saturday. I'm just fucking sitting here chilling, waiting to go do something, and a whole fucking picture frame falls off the wall. It feels like you have a poltergeist in your apartment. Well, nah, it's just the shitty products. Nothing has to work anymore. It's not that nobody wants to work anymore. It's just that nothing is like obligated to work anymore. You know what I mean? Like we don't like nothing. We're just like oh, this fucking shit doesn't work right. Better go buy a new one. Well, what about holding the company responsible? And like every once in a while, like with the shit lettuce, every once in a while they're like, oh, our bad. We let shit get out of hand and we didn't do a good job policing what we're putting out there. And it's like, okay, sick. Well, are you going to pay for this new fucking frame that fell off of the wall because of the sticky thing? What about the fucking $30 for them to spray paint over where this fucking little shard of paint came off the wall here? Like, no, the paint didn't ever dry correctly. Like, that's why it's all fucked up. But also, like, your fucking sticker thing just ripped off half the wall. Like, I got a glory hole to my neighbor now because I wanted to put up a poster and now it's time to move. Or it fucking fell off the wall. Like, it's either they're made out of, like, a cement where it'll never come off the wall ever. Like, the fucking one side, I can't peel them off. Like, you can't see it behind the camera. But there's 7, 8 that are on the wall that need to be taken off. And then there's a spot where one of them was tried to be taken off when the ex moved out. And you can just tell they said, fuck it. They don't want to make a mess. Ugh. That's like, we're 7. I've been bitching about this for 5 minutes now. I need you. This is Ray's Crisis of the Week, Callie. This is what happens when you fucking text people who listen to the show before you do the show. And they tell you what they listen to the podcast for. Is for my fucking crisis of the week. And you know what? The crisis of the week is that fucking my wall is gonna fall apart. Apparently, not from all the water that keeps leaking in here and my floor being all fucking bowed, but it's gonna be from these fucking wall sticky things that never go away. But I had a good weekend. There's a reason why this is late. I've been living life. It's summertime, Chicago. This is my official 3rd summer, I guess, technically, in the city. So we're living it. We're enjoying. I was talking to friend of life the other day, Miss Bronwyn Galloway, about just like how hard life is sometimes, and how like we prioritize things over other things, and like I've been not doing as much like open micing and stand up lately. Like I've still been doing shows and been doing it, and I haven't been like writing as much as I've wanted to lately, and everything ebbs and flows. It's not like anything crazy. I mean, we're not in like a crisis of faith by any means. It's summertime. Every summer I have like a weird freak out when nothing's on the books, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's fucking summertime. We do this every year. We come out of the gates swinging, we schedule a bunch of bullshit, then we take our foot off the gas. And then it's summertime, and you're like, well, I don't have anything. And it's like, well, most of the shows slow down during summer anyways. So instead of fretting about it, like instead of worrying about it, I dropped my pen. That's what that noise was. Instead of worrying about it, it's just like, fuck it, let's like live a life. And it's been great. Friday? We'll do a weekend breakdown for you guys to get a little jealous of the life I'm LIVIN right now. If we want to talk about Matthew McConaughey for a second. If we can talk about Matthew McConaughey as an aside real quick. Required reading for everybody is to read like the first half of his autobiography. I think it's called Green Lights. It's either Green Light or Green Lights. And the whole thing, I can see it from here. Hold on. Green lights. It's plural. Matthew McConaughey. There's a line in there because there's like I constantly forget that not everybody's inside my head all the time and doesn't ingest the same media that I do. Like, when's the last time you were just sitting and reading Matthew McConaughey's autobiography? I think somebody bought it for me or I got it for free somewhere and they were like, this will be helpful to you. I don't know why. I don't think me and Matthew McConaughey have very much in common. We'll start with him going by Matthew instead of Matt. He super cares about it. My mother named me Matthew, so I'm gonna go by Matt. Shut up. I can't do a Texas accent. I don't think he can do a Texas accent. I think his is probably fake. But there's a line in there about him, like, working as a kid and, like, lifting with his dad. And for, like, football, he was, like, doing a bunch of, like, bicep curls. But his dad was, like, teaching him to play, or, like, to do triceps. And he says, what is it? Like, biceps gets you laid, triceps gets you paid. And, you know, every once in a while, when I'm doing triceps at the gym, I'll put that quote up there and say it's by Matthew McConaughey's father. And I understand that it's not like his saying. I'm sure, 100% sure he didn't come up with it. But I would like everybody to understand how funny of a reference it is that I'm like, hey, just real quick, we're referencing Matthew McConaughey's autobiography in a workout thirst trap. You know what I mean? But we're working on tries, not traps. All right, here we go. I've worked out so hard that the fraternity I went for in college was the Delts. As if my shoulders aren't fucking weak as fuck. But no, Friday. Things are going all right. That's like the dumbest thing is that, like, Matthew McConaughey line from, God damn it, Dazed and Confused, which is an overrated movie. I never really liked it. I understand it if you're, like, a weirdo and, like, never really, like, hung out with people or, like, actually partied or did drugs or anything. I can see how you would live vicariously through, or, like, you were one of those annoying people who didn't do anything after high school. Where, like, all you did was, like you were cool in high school because you partied and everybody was like, wow. That's like my mom. We'll bring it. My mother, I grew up in the same town as Linda Roberts grew up in, and she fucking, like, to hear, like, there'd just be, like, random people being like, wow, your mom was a real party animal. It's like, all right, just call her a slut and let's get it over with. Like, did you fuck my mom? Is there like a small possibility that I'm your child? Can we get that out of the way with? Like, because my hairline is I think it's starting to thin a little bit. I'm 36. That's a perfectly fine time for it to thin, and I'm not gonna, like, get hair replacement. I'm not going to Turkey A or whatever the fuck we learned that we're supposed to call it during the World Cup. I'm not going to Turkey to get hair plugs. Same thing as, like, when this all goes great. I'm not going to dye it. We're just going to go bald. Or we're just going to fucking let it go gray. Like, who cares? People age. Your hair falls out. Like, what are we being fucking weird about it for? It's not like, who cares, you know? I could see if, like, I was in acting or something like that. Like, but, like, when stand-up comics do it, it's like, oh, it's my image. Like, shut the fuck up. You can go on stage and do 15 minutes about it. All right, like, what are you talking about? Oh, I'm bald now. My hair went away, just like my first wife. See, there you go. Fucking joke writing 101. Half of a crowd in Indiana just fucking gave up watching any other comedian because I just became their favorite with that joke. But no, he came up with that line in Dazed and Confused, the I keep getting older and they stay the same age line. That's something that he came up with himself. And it's like, well, that's kind of weird. Like, why are we bragging about that? I learned that in his stupid autobiography as well, I think. Or somewhere online. Still, weird. Matthew McConaughey, weird. Speaking of weird things from the South, beautiful transition. God damn it, Ray. Mark another. We're going to get, like, a beautiful transition counter. Bing! Anytime that somebody wants to, like... You guys can make fan edits of this and share it. And give me fucking credit for this. But Friday, friend of the podcast, friend of life, manager to the stars, my fake manager. Tyler Ross was in town last week for the Savannah Bananas were in town. And he a couple of his clients are on the Bananas. And so he got us tickets Friday night to go to the Bananas game. And here's the thing about the Savannah Bananas. I've wanted to shit about. I've probably spent time shitting on the Savannah Bananas on this podcast. There's absolutely no way in the however many fucking episodes I've done of this podcast, the hours that I've put into this. I mean, they've only been around for 10 years or so, I think. Or maybe it was 2018. I forget what it was. I should have done more research before I blew the fucking Savannah Bananas all over this podcast. But, like, it's fake baseball. But, like, it turns out it's real baseball. Like, they're actually trying. I didn't realize they actually tried. I thought it was, like, the fucking Globetrotters versus the fucking Washington Generals. But I watched the fucking firefight. One of the teams is called the Firefighters. And who's ever going to root against the Firefighters? But, like, the Firefighters beat the Savannah Bananas on Friday. I think 4-2. And it's the best way to play baseball. There's backflips involved. The umpires dance into songs that change every 15 to 30 seconds. There's dance breaks in the middle of it. There's like they had like crowd participation. We did the wave for like 5 times in a row, like around Wrigley Field. It was at Wrigley, which was incredible. Who doesn't want to spend a night at Wrigley, whether you're just kicking it at Wrigley or not? Like, if you just get to... I would sit there and watch homeless people fight just because it's a night in Wrigley. Bum fights Wrigley. But, like, we were chilling, and, like, they have, like, crowd participation, and one of the things is, like, the Save Your Sister race, and, like, the sisters stand at second base, the younger, and it's children, like, it's always children, because it's family fun at the ballpark, and they, like, have these kids start in the middle of the center field and sprint to their, like, little sisters, and these kids have to maybe be 10, 11, and then, like, the younger sister, 5, 6? We're not going to do 2, 6, 7 jokes in a row in episodes. But that's what we're not going to do. We almost fell into it. And I guess pointing it out is just as bad, but whatever. We're being transparent here. Like, they were younger. And, like, so, like, these juvenile boys, these young... Like, for a group, like, for an entire stadium that probably earnestly voted for Trump, it's kind of wild how much kid stuff is involved at these baseball games. These potential suitors for our president are sprinting from center field to pick up another potential suitor for our president. And first they both pick them up and, like, try to carry them like a baby, and instantly both sets of children just fall, and it's hilarious. Everybody's laughing. We're having a good time because you could tell nobody's hurt. Then they try to put them on their back like a piggyback, and they start sprinting again, but towards first base, not home plate, the wrong way. So, like, people are trying to like, guide them the right direction. And here's the thing, children don't know that, like, a change of direction is going to be thrown off when you have an extra 20 to 30 pounds on your back. And when you weigh 75 pounds yourself, or whatever a child weighs, fuck if I know, we should ask our president. He probably knows what a child weighs. He would probably have a way to make this a better activity at the baseball game. But, like, they, like, quick change directions, and they both fall with the people with, like, their younger sister on them. And one of the kids had to be, like, carried off of the field. And of course they did it in, like, the guy carrying him off the field is dressed up like a fucking, like, a firefighter, because, like, the fucking the cheerleaders are, like, the Mananas are, like, these, like, bigger, fatter guys that, like, do things, and it's a big joke. And then, like, the fucking the fucking cheerleaders for the firefighters were the calendar crew, and they're these like hot male strippers essentially in firemen's outfits. So you have this fucking yoked, just absolutely ripped looking firefighter looking guy carrying this child off of the field, and it kind of looks like everything's gonna be okay because we got a firefighter carrying this child off the field, when it's probably like a gay dude who just like picked up some job being hot in firefighter outfits. Like, the amount of hoes that were at the Savannah Bananas game was just astronomical. It's like, I don't know if they've got like a fucking crew of people who follow them from city to city just trying to, like, do they have groupies? Do they have do they call them the bushel? Like, do they, like, hey, I'm gonna pick from the bushel this week, my girlfriend's not with us. Like, there's just dressed to the nine, just hotties everywhere, and like dudes as well. Like, it makes no sense. Just a bunch of fucking hot, weird Christians walking around at the Savannah Bananas game. And I mean, I sat in the WAGs section, the wives and girlfriends section. Like, so I mean, of course they're like, weird hot girlfriend's gonna want to come hang in Chicago, but like, it's just the amount of like, and like, their family was there, a lot of people's families were there, like wearing their jerseys, which again, I found out they're actually trying, and I'm bought in. I'm 100% in on the Savannah Bananas. I don't care that their owner's probably like a douchebag that needs to have like a players union made up, because it doesn't seem like it's run very safely. Or, I mean, there's children being dragged off of the field, and like there's fire, there's fucking light shows. It's an incredible time. But just like, it's supposed to be family friendly fun, and they like toe the line perfectly. And then there's just some of the hottest women you've ever seen in your entire life walking around. Not to mention, we are not pro monarchy on this podcast. We've rallied against our king enough, and we don't like it. We don't want monarchies. We want a democracy. But hey, if we do have to deal with one monarch, it is going to be Princess Potassia. I need to follow her on the Instagram. She's the best, just a princess of bananas, like, I can't imagine she doesn't have a fun name that the players call her. I can't imagine that she hasn't been part of the bushel. I wonder if they fucking pulled her out of the banana bunch. And we're like, hey, you look like you could fit in this dress. Come be Princess Potassia for the night. Like, that's what half of it feels like, is like, they get away with, like, I don't think that they pay for any of the music that they use, because they probably use a short enough snippet that they can't get like a fucking, like, you're allowed to use 15 to 20 seconds of this song. Like, it makes no sense. Like, whatever they're doing, I'm 100% sure that the business is not run like above board. And it's almost like the NFL. It's quite like, I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get middle America. I really am. It's the more that I like try to like learn about them, and trying to be like, am I myself an elitist just because I know how to read books and like learn things? And like, maybe I shouldn't be so tough on these people because like they don't know what's going on. Like, maybe they've got it right. Like, maybe I should get my vasectomy reversed and get 2.5 children. I mean, fuck. I'm sure I could ask anybody in our government. They've probably got some spare kids that they're trying to relocate so their parents don't know where they're at. And so they don't face any repercussions for the shitty things that they've done to them. But I want a white picket fence. I want 2.5 kids. I want a wife that I hate. That's what I want. And I want to go spend every waking hour, anytime the Savannah Bananas are in town, I want to spend all day watching the Savannah Bananas. I'm all fucking in. And I understand that I sound like I have a tone sometimes. When I tell you, I loved watching the Savannah Bananas. I loved it. Now of course I was high. They need a smoking section at a Savannah Bananas game. They need to turn a spot Like right around the third or fourth inning, when they know you've been there for a few hours or a couple hours at least, like let you go hit a joint real quick, go holler at some of the Banana Bunch. They got to be hanging out in the smoking section. Can you imagine how ruckus the smoking section would be at the fucking Banana Bunch? God, that would be so much fun. Just like picking up just picking up the fucking... What's that site? Misfit Market? Is that what it is, where you'll get like fruit that's a little bruised up? Like you'll have the Misfit Market right outside the Savannah Bananas. You'll pick up the chicks that like couldn't get a banana, Oh, this banana's a little bruised up. She's well past... This banana's well past ripe. This is like a smoothie banana. And you would know for the government that there's never a too or not ripe enough, but there's too ripe. There's too ripe at the Savannah Bananas. I had a great time. I had quite literally, like, how the fuck? It's one of those, like, anytime somebody told me they were excited for it, I was like, you're a fucking loser. There's no way. Like, I've got a favorite player. He's number 4. His name's KJ. He plays for the Savannah Bananas. He went to Kent State. We're all in on him. His whole fucking thing is just being cute. And his, like, walk-up song is, like, people go and say, hey, KJ. And then, like, girls go, hey, KJ. Like, what are we doing? He's got the best job in the world. Like, I should have learned how to do backflips and catch fucking fly balls. And then I could just be like, a guy hit a fucking home run at Wrigley Field. That feels good regardless. It doesn't matter if you're in the pros or the minors. Like, you're playing banana ball. You cranked a home, and like, he fucking peppered that shit. He home run derbied that shit out. That's gotta feel so cool. It doesn't matter that you're dressed head to toe in yellow, doing kind of fake baseball. Like, it doesn't matter that, like, booty rocking everywhere is playing behind you when you hit it. The umpire's 5'6" and is like moving his hit, like gyrating real crazy while you crank this home run out of Wrigley Field. That still counts. I'm putting it on a baseball card. I don't care. When you're on fucking Dancing with the Stars or fucking Celebrity Jeopardy or whatever the fuck that you end up on after being the famous Savannah Banana, because you hit a home run out of Wrigley. Like, you put that on your, like, that's on your Jeopardy question. Like, this player hit a home run in Wrigley Field as a fucking Savannah Banana. I got to see it. Like, Ben Zobrist was there. He won a World Series. He was an MVP at the World Series, I think. 3-time All-Star. Like, what the fuck are we doing? We got to see Ben Zobrist. That was fun. It's great shit. We love the Savannah Bananas here. Savannah Bananas, 2 thumbs up from the Comedy and Mushroom Cult podcast. I know it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But hey, if they wanna sponsor, I'll fucking if they go presented by the Savannah Bananas, I'll do that just for clout. I'll be the official left-wing podcast. Left-wing terrorist podcast of the Savannah Bananas. For free. I'll do it just to have that on my fucking... have that in the corner of every fucking podcast. I understand that that's not how business works. Because, like, they would have to do some sort of licensing something. Like, I'd have to sign a contract. I'll do it for free in perpetuity. I don't care if the Savannah Bananas become defunct. Once it is found out that the Savannah Bananas and Princess Potassia are just a front for child sex trafficking, I will still be the left-wing terrorist podcast of the Savannah Bananas. Mark it down. We'll do it. I'm all in. It's like the NFL. There are 32 or 31 billionaires that just like ruin every town that they go into and are finding any loophole and taking advantages of as much fucking like free labor as they can. Fine. Good. But like, the game is great. Banana ball might fix baseball. Like, if there's legitimately a lockout in a year or two, make it all banana ball. Start catching backflip fly balls. If you have a kid that throws left-handed, get a bat in his hand, teach him how to fucking bounce a baseball into his glove, because there's a future in it. The American pastime has been updated. They put a timer on the clock. It rules. That being said, it's absolutely ridiculous, but I love it. Saturday. Oh my goodness, Saturday. What a great day Saturday was. I don't remember what time I went to bed on Friday because your boy got a little stoned. Because I got to be up at work, or I had to be up for work at like 5:30 Friday, and I didn't leave pizza. We went and got pizza afterwards. Michael's, great place. It's a good spot. Check it out if you haven't. They can sponsor me too, but like, it's just a good pizza chain that people know about locally. I'm not like the first one to tell anybody about it. But we got pizza with some friends, and like, I think I left there at 11:30. So like, I got home, I either left there at 11:30 or got home at 11:30, and then just like watched an episode of Game of Thrones and passed the fuck out at like 1:30, and then I didn't wake up until like 11:15 on Saturday. I don't know the last time I slept that long. It was crazy. I mean, I woke up at like 7, had to take a piss, and like took my meds, but then I laid back down because I was like, I'm not getting out of bed at 7:30. I haven't been asleep long enough. And then I again just woke up at 11:15. But then like I said before, friend of the podcast, Bronwyn Galloway, she had a show at the Comedy Cabin Saturday night, and I hadn't been up there in a minute, so I was like, hey, let's tag along. Let's go hang out. Let's go see Nathan at the Comedy Cabin. And so I showed up, and then I didn't realize that it was a themed show. But whatever. So like, it was like a two truths and a lie show. Easy for me to say. And it was fun. Like, you go up there and tell 2 truths and a lie, and then like, you kind of try to make it fun and funny, and there's like a panel that you're trying to trick a little bit. Blah blah blah. It was a great time. But as soon as I walked in, he asked me if I wanted to be on the show, and I was like, fuck yeah, let's do that. Let's count this as we'll do some stage time, be seen up here, make some laughs. Had some quick trip before the show, got a little stony baloney, told some stories, told my lie. And then on our way back, we stopped at like the Hard Rock Casino in Rockford, where we saw that there was a billboard for Steve-O being there. And I'm friends with the guy who opens for Steve-O. Fucking, why am I forgetting his name right now? This is like a guy that I've known for over a decade. Chris Harvey, Jesus Christ. Opens for Steve-O and owns a comedy club in Akron called The Kill Box. You should go check it out. Since the Funny Stop doesn't exist anymore, go check out The Kill Box. I forget the name of the club that it used to be, but I know he used to do shows there back in the day. It's in like the more Talmadge part of Akron. I think it still counts as Akron, but go check that out. But he opens for Steve-O, so I called him, and he had left like a half hour before. So that sucks. Almost got to meet Steve-O. There was like a Blue Chew ad that was like, nothing fun ever almost happened. And it's like, no, that's actually kind of very cool that almost happened. But like, the fucking brand new glasses, and they're already smudgy, and it drives me insane. And I have to like fuck them up at some point, you know? I'm gonna wipe them off on my fucking shirt anyways. Why not start now? But no, we stopped at the Hard Rock Casino, got some tacos that took for fucking ever, watched some people gamble for the first time ever, watched somebody win, I think, $6,000. That was kind of cool. Would have been nice to get in on that. I don't know how fucking gambling, like, they were playing fucking craps, and it's kind of like, craps is a lot like spades, where like every time I learn it, I like am good at that moment, and like it's like different people have different ways of seeing things too. So like they're gonna like people are gonna be like, well, this is what you need to do. No, this is what you need to do, and it's like just tell me how to play the fucking game, and I'll figure out what I need to do. And no, but like craps is something I don't know how to play. But otherwise I would have done that. So that's Saturday. Great day, great field trip, great road trip, a lot of friend time. Get to catch up with people, get to see got to see my friend Aaron Clark, got to see Brianne Wilhite, fucking, who else was on the show that I was friends with? I mean, Nathan Clemens, he owns the fucking joint. Yeah, but I mean, it was a great time. It was cool to see everybody. It was cool to hang out. Good to kick it. And then what is the last thing I did? Oh, yesterday went to the beach. My job was beach yesterday. And I kicked it at the beach for a while. It was nice. I got a little sunburnt. If you can't tell, got a little toasty, got a little sunburnt. But it was a great time. Got to hang out with some comics at the Montrose Cement Beach. We're kicking it, and we got to go swimming a little bit. It was a beautiful day for swimming. The lake was a tad bit cold, but it was perfect to refresh yourself. You needed it. And then when you were in it for a minute, but the waves were real choppy, and when you jump from the concrete beach, you can't there's nowhere to stand out there. So you either need a floaty, or you need to just wade there. And boy, is that tiring. Nobody ever tells you how tiring swimming is, especially when there's nowhere to stop, or you have to swim 30 yards to get back to the fucking thing. And there's crazy waves. So I was a little tired after the last time I jumped in there. And then me and another couple people were talking about going and grabbing food, and we ended up getting Persian food. With fucking, with Sohrab and Brown, when we went and got Persian food, and Sohrab's from Iran, he's Persian, so we went and got kebabi, and let me tell you, if you've never been to a Persian restaurant with a Persian person, just go, let them order, let them get whatever. Except for this weird yogurt drink. Not for me. It was drinking fucking tzatziki, which is Greek, but they're close in that same area. But it was drinking tzatziki, because it was a yogurt based drink with dill and shit in it. It's supposed to be good for your stomach. Not good for your boy's stomach. Also, fucking drinking yogurt based stuff and having anything yogurt based, not great for your boy's tummy. Dairy does not fit well for him. But fuck, the kebabs, there's this sour, he kept saying that the fucking flavor profile is usually sour. There's these bomb ass vegetables that was vinegar and pickled and kind of soury. Bangers. I don't even know what vegetables were in there. Just crunch it up and shove it up my ass. No, I'm just it's so good. And then the fucking, there were that crunchy rice that's real popular on TikTok right now, where it's at the bottom of the pan, they scrape it off. It was that, and there was some lamb or beef or some shit that you put on it. All great. Incredible. Good pita. Some sort of actual yogurt cucumber dip thing that was great for pita. But then the star of the show were the fucking kebabs. My God, were the kebabs good. All of it was great, but fuck, the kebab was incredible. As soon as I ate that, I was that's the fucking thing. You should have just made it all this. I could eat that for the rest of my life. It was real good. We're 38 minutes in. Let's, just real quick, we'll do this, try to be done by 45 minutes. How about that? At Ray Roberts Comedy on everything. Instagram, Venmo, Cash App, blah, 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 blah. Sponsor me, whatever. Unless you're the Savannah Bananas, don't give me money, just tell me you want. I mean, there's no way after that they're ever going to want to work with me. I wonder why I'm not successful. I try to be funny instead of think about business. But there's no way it's not, right? Okay. Hold your kids really tight. The Savannah Bananas are in town. Your president said he's going to be running for a fourth term, and you might be thinking he's only been president twice. No, he thinks he won in 2020, so this will be his third term currently. That's going to be his legal loophole by saying he won in 2020, and then they let him run again in 24, and now in 28 he's going to run again. He said that at the correspondence dinner. I'm sure when it falls through, if it falls through, they're going to say it was a joke. We're also going to be merging with, we brought it up here a few weeks ago about how in like the latest funding bill for whatever the fuck, something terrible that they're trying to push through to make sure that fucking brown people can't live, and if they do live, they're not living comfortably, like whatever binding resolution that is, that everybody's like, that the Republicans are like, they should not live comfortably, and the Democrats are like, can we capitalize the T in they just so we respect their pronouns, but otherwise, yeah, we don't want them, capital THEM, to live comfortably. We're down with you. Like, it's some sort of something like that. But one of the things that they slid in there was merging tech and weapons and intelligence with the state of Israel. Now, you might be saying, why would the Republicans do this? I don't know. Why don't you ask the one Democrat that switched over to make sure that it passed? I think it was at least one. I think it might have been 6. Why don't you ask the Democrats why that passed? There were Republicans that voted against it. There were definitely a bunch of Democrats that voted against it. But also enough voted for it that you can, like, make the moral stance. So, like, I don't know, maybe look into that. It's not through yet. It just passed the House. It has to go through the Senate. But, like, we all kind of know how this is going to work. Israel owns us, but also don't say anything about it because that's anti-Semitic. Love the Jews, hate Israel. How about that? And then the U.S. has calmed down bombing on Iran. Not because, like, we decided that, like, it's a wasteful war and just, like, cost, like, $36 billion for no reason, to make everything more expensive, make gas more expensive, make everything coming out of that area more expensive, making us look like fucking absolute fools, by saying we beat them. Like, they did the fucking mission accomplished shit. And then now they're like, the war's still going. And it's like, guys, if George W. Bush found a better way to sell this than you fucking idiots have, like, you need to get your shit together. He was fucking, for the lack of a better, nah, he wasn't. He ran a baseball team. Like, he couldn't even come up with banana ball and somehow justified a war in Iraq and Afghanistan for like 20 fucking years. All right? Like, we can't be fucking doing that shit. We cannot make George W. Bush look like the smart guy, but here you are. And the reason why they stopped is because we're running out of bombs. We've almost dropped all of our munitions on this fucking country, and it's gotten us nowhere. They said it was destroyed fucking months ago, and yet we're still dropping bombs on them. You dropped the bomb on me, baby. Pew! Banger. Absolute banger of a song. The Gap Band. All right, we're not going to do Gap Band from Atrocities. Great song though. Listen to like the 13-minute version. It's incredible. Is it too long? Sure, but it's worth it. But no, so we stopped dropping bombs on Israel, on Iran, because we're almost out of them. And if I know anything about bombs, you can't drop them unless you have them. And so we need to make more bombs. So I don't know. That's your update on the news. We're done before 45 seconds or 45 minutes. You guys are welcome. But thank you guys so much for your patience on the video. That's going to be out when I can get it out. Thank you for so much patience waiting for this audio. It's going to be up as soon as I get off of here. But thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate you dealing with my bullshit all the time, and I love you. Goodbye.